Y'all, what's up? This is Boxing Combo coming back with the result bids. Y'all watch tonight's fight. Timothy Bradley versus Devon Alexander. Devon Alexander, 23-year-old. Timothy Bradley, 27. Two young, athletic fighters. It was a pretty good fight. I expected more from it, but these two cats were so fast, so it was hard to see just one fighter dominate the other fighter. It was just too much quickness coming from both sides. Not much punching power coming from either side, so in no moment were either of them hurt. To me, I was seeing Timothy Bradley pretty much dominating the fight. Not in an overly dominant fashion, just I could see him having more, being more confident, doing more in every round, but it was a close fight. Anyway, throughout the fight, Timothy Bradley headbutted Alexander, and he had a gash up over his eye. And then towards the 10th round, he headbutted Alexander again. At that moment, Alexander went to the corner. He said he couldn't see. His eyes, they were stinging, and he didn't want to continue the fight. So this fight was stopped, and it went to the scorecards. When it went to the scorecards, Timothy Bradley won a unanimous decision win. To me, honestly, that's the way I saw it. I saw Timothy Bradley win the fight. Now, Timothy Bradley seems to have a black shadow around his head and being the new Holyfield of boxing in terms of headbutting. I don't think he does this intentionally. He's just usually kind of shorter than his opponents. And the way he comes in, he leans his head in forward. And it always seems to cause a problem. Now, I think it's not going to be good for him, because right now, I think Timothy Bradley should fight. It would be great to see Timothy Bradley fight American. I would love to see that fight. That would get me hyped up. They're talking about Pacquiao and these fighters, but I don't think that's going to happen. They're saying Mayweather, Timothy Bradley. I don't think that's going to happen. If it did, it would be great. But to me, honestly, I'd rather see these young cats fight with these other young cats. And watch Timothy Bradley fight American would be great for me. And, if Timothy Bradley and American would fight, they should have the winner of that fight, probably a Floyd Mayweather or a Manny Pacquiao, if that would ever to happen. Anyway, like I said, Timothy Bradley needs to work on that headbutting thing, because right now, if I was American, and I would think, this could make for a good fight, but this headbutting situation, it gets you nervous, because you don't want to go into the ring with someone that is accustomed to headbutting, even though he's not doing it on purpose. Which I think he's not doing it on purpose. It's still a problem. And it kind of pisses you off as a fan to watch a good fight end, because of a headbutt. And the thing is, it keeps happening. It's not the first time. It's been a couple of times where these fights, it's such a, you get frustrated as a fan because you're watching two equally matched fighters fight, but then all of a sudden a headbutt. And when the guy has a gash over top of his eye, and then you're trying to fight with a guy that has lightning speed like Timothy Bradley with a gash over your eye, it's just automatically a disadvantage, and it automatically frustrates the fighter, and you see that, and it kind of takes away from the fight. I know headbutts happen, it is part of the sport, but it kind of takes away from the fight. So I think Timothy Bradley really needs to work on that part of his, because he has no other flaws, man. This guy is doing perfect in the ring, but he needs to avoid headbutting people that much. And like I said, I don't think he's doing it on purpose. I'm a fan of Timothy Bradley, so I think he just needs to work on that. Either way, it was a good fight, exciting fight. It wasn't an American Maradona type excitement, but it was a very good fight. Two athletic, very good boxers in the ring tonight. Both champs, and now they unified, and Mr. Timothy Bradley now holds 2 titles in the 140 division. So next for me, me as a fan, I hope he fights Amir Khan. That would be great for me to watch. And I recorded on Fox Deportes the Chavez Jr. fight, so I'm probably going to watch that. I'm going to try to watch that if I don't fall asleep. And here in Puerto Rico, they had some good fights a couple days ago in a prison. First time ever to host a fight in the prison, which it seemed to probably look good. We have a heavyweight coming out of Puerto Rico called, I think, Carlos Negron. He's 6'5", but he's still very young, so I think he still needs to work a lot. A lot of good fighters in there. It seemed to be a good event. I recorded it, so I'm going to watch that also, because this week they passed it free on a local channel. So a lot of good boxing going on. Friday night fights, Chris Arriola. That was great to see him come back. It was a good fight. He performed great. He knocked out his opponent. So a lot of good boxing. And so I got to do a video on Ricardo Mayorga, the Matador, you know, up to his craziness again, versus Miguel Cotto. I wanted to talk about that. I'll do another video about that later. I wanted to talk about the Shane Mosley, Manny Pacquiao, and give my thoughts and my predictions on that fight. You know, that's the fun part about this whole thing. And so, you know, that's it. So like I said, great fight. Timothy Bradley, unanimous decision win, unifying titles. Just very good to see. All right, peace out, man.